Good day. Welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to be on with you again today. This is episode 13, and you are on with myself, Coach Chadwin Solomon. If this is your first time in the group, we are glad to have you here. This is the show in which we try and attempt to help you fix the actual trading thing. Now, what do we mean by that? That means we're going to get into some psychology, we're going to get into some trading, we're going to get into some wisdom principles. And if you are here today for that, give me a 7 in the chat. We're going to fix the trading thing. I've got something good for you today. I've even got recommended reading as well. If you guys are into reading, please let me know in the chat that you are willing to read. Readers are winners, by the way, right? So, Coach Mine's off today. It's just myself. It's going to be a short show. We are going to delve deep into the psychology of money and how that affects your actual trading as a whole. One of the things that is a cornerstone to our institution is we believe in a solid, well-rounded, and effective mindset, right? And so that's why in our 3M, three-pronged approach to trading, the first one is mindset, then it's multiplication, then it's management. Mindset being the cornerstone of a good trading career. And so today I'm going to delve into the psychology of money, and I'm going to draw from a couple of quotes from a book that I'm re-going through again. And then hopefully from that, I'll get you excited enough to go and listen to it yourself or read it. And then hopefully from that as well, you'll see some valuable things in your actual trading journey and how you can implement it. Who knows? You might just find something that goes far beyond trading as a whole. So it's Coach Chadwin. I'm going to be on with you guys today. We're going to be talking about the psychology of money in just a moment. So let everybody know that I am live. Get a book and a pen. Get something. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. And in 2 minutes' time, we're going to delve deep on these principles. So get a book, get a pen, get something to take notes with. Hopefully a principle will stand out to you that will forever change you from this point onwards. So I'll see you in about 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes. Okay, welcome back. I see we got 15 people on stream. Please do me a favor, drop your name in the chat. I like to know who I'm talking to. One of the hardest things about being on streams is the fact that you cannot see anybody's faces. I am so used to teaching on Zoom and teaching on platforms that allows me to see everyone's faces. This becomes hard at times. So welcome to Elite. Thank you. Drop the 7. Hello. She says, hello, coach. Hello to you too, Elite. You're always on the streams. That's always good. We're going to have a good session today. We're going to be talking about the psychology of money. Tato says he's on as well. Welcome, Tato. It's good to see you. Welcome, Angel. It's good to see you as well. So I'm going to share something, and this is a book that you can get. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on, if you're in South Africa, you can get it on Take a Lot, or you can even sign up for a free trial of Audible. And if you sign up for a free trial of Audible, or even just if you have an Audible subscription, you can go ahead and listen to it as well. Welcome, Dickie. Looking forward to seeing you later, sir. Welcome. So, this is the book I'm going to be drawing from. Sorry for the small screen. Welcome, Darius, as well. It's called The Psychology of Money by Morgan. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how to pronounce that surname. I think it's Hosel or Hosel. I don't know. But The Psychology of Money. And this is going to be good. Now, when you're in trading, a cornerstone book that you have to have is Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. Welcome, Tony. Right? Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. But then you're going to add supplemental things. So students, if you are a student and you're on here, you know that in your back end, we have given you access to the book Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, which is one of the things you want to go through in detail multiple times. It's a fan favorite for a reason. But something else I'm going through for the second time, as you can see, I'm only about 9 minutes deep in, but I've gone through this multiple times before. It's called The Psychology of Money. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this today. We won't go too long. And if there's a chance, we might look at one chart or so. But take notes. Even if you're like, man, I came for the trading, but he's talking about psychology today, take notes in any case, right? So I'm going to take five quotes from this particular book that I think that stood out to me. There's a lot more, but these five are significant. And the first one is quote number one, says the following: wealth is what you don't see. Come on, somebody, write that down. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the cars not bought. The diamonds, sorry, ladies, not bought. The renovations postponed. The clothes foregone. And the first class flights not taken. Wealth is what you don't see. I once heard this particular motivational speaker, Eric Thomas, say that he had the opportunity to go and sit down with Mr. Mark, not Mark Douglas, I was going to jump back to trading. That's how much my mind is on trading, with Mr. Warren Buffett, right? He had the opportunity to go and sit down with Mr. Warren Buffett, and what he did was he dressed himself in his best suit, and so everybody else was doing this as well. They dressed themselves in their best suit, best shoes, best watch, and they came to impress. But once they got in the room with Warren Buffett, it was worth at the moment, I think probably like 100 billion or something. What they noticed and what Eric Thomas noticed was that he was dressed in a store-bought suit and store-bought shoes off the shelf. And the reason that was the case is he's already made a name for himself and he has nothing else to prove. And because he's got nothing else to prove, he doesn't need to come into that room to flash his wealth or to flash his riches. All he needs to come and do is be him, because his name carries the weight. And everyone is there to see him, not the other way around. Right? Everyone is there to see him, not the other way around. So, what can we learn from this? If you're truly going to become wealthy, and this, I'm going to tie all these things to trading as well. If you truly want to become wealthy, you need to forego certain things. You need to give up certain things. You need to say to yourself, now, in order for me to show this wealth, in order for me to produce this wealth, rather, I'm going to let some things go. Right? So back in the day when we first started trading, let me give you a really good tip. There were two ways that we could build our accounts. This was before prop trading. There were two ways that we could build our accounts. One was by actually trading and increasing the account. And the other was by foregoing some things. You know what? I was going to eat a meal today. I was going to go out with the family. Let me take some of that money aside. Let me put it in the account. Let me put it towards my education so that I can actually grow my wealth. I suffer in the short term, yes, but the game plan is to be wealthy in the long term. So when we talk about wealth, we're not talking about riches. We're not talking about things that are obvious and is available everyone for everyone to see. It's not the AP watch you're wearing. It's not the new shoes you're wearing. It's about those things that you put away so that you can grow your wealth. Let me say something interesting to you that you might not like. Some of you can become so wealthy that you probably will not spend it in your lifetime. That's the game plan. My game plan for myself, and I don't know if your dreams are this big, is that I want to amass so much wealth for generations to come, for my family to come. And if that's you, please give me an 8 in the chat. So much that most of it does never ever get spent by me. You see, when most people say they want to be a millionaire or they want to be a billionaire, what they're actually saying is they want to spend, right? They want to spend that money, right? They want to spend 1 million. They want to spend 1 billion. What they're not saying is having that. You see what I'm saying? The focus is the wrong point. Your wealth is built in secret. It's the stuff you don't spend. It's the stuff that no one gets to see. It's the investments you make in yourself. That's wealth, right? And how do you do this? By foregoing certain things. Will says, sounds like the gang is here. Awesome. And we're here to continue learning. Awesome. Thank you for the H as well. Thank you. Thank you to all 18 people that's on. Let's go on to number 2. So think about that. What can you forego now in the short term so that you can enjoy and the generations after you can enjoy the long term? Number 2, spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. The focus of this particular quote, even though it's on the psychology of money, really has a lot to do with who you are, right? Why did you get into trading? Did you get into trading so that you can flash what you're able to do? Some of us are so addicted to trading that it's all about posting that next comment. I made $2,000, I made $3,000, or I took this trade, posting your next chart. And what happens with that is you lost track of what is important. And it's the easiest way to lose it all. Let me make an example. Most times people lose big after they've had a massive win. Why? Because they become overconfident. And the funny thing is, after a massive win, you have nothing to prove because you've proven already that you can be successful. But yet that's exactly when most people try and prove things. They try and prove it. They try and show this is what I'm doing. Maybe it's to a family member. Maybe it's to that friend that keeps asking you, so how's that trading thing going? And I'm speaking to someone now. Maybe it's to someone who says, are you still doing that thing on the charts, that trading thing? Right? And so now what you're doing is you might not be spending money. I'm using this quote as a placeholder, but what you are doing is you are spending mental capital trying to show someone else something that you don't have to prove in the first place. Give me a 7 in the chat if you're tracking with me. Give me a 7 in the chat if you're with me. And please, let's engage. Let's comment. If something's standing out to you, let's engage as well. All right, let's move on. Quote number 3, the highest dividend money pays is the ability to control time. This is why we are here, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why we are here is to learn to trade and to learn the skills of trading so that we can buy our time back. We can buy out our time. Here's what true wealth is, to jump back to the first quote about wealth. Wealth is truly being able to get up in the morning and to decide what you will do with your day and what you will do with your week without anybody dictating what you should be doing. Now, a study has been done, right? A study has been done that showed that some CEOs, even they are making, and this is in the US especially, think about how crazy this is. Some of them are making 100 million a year. How many would like to make 100 million a year? Just give me in the chat 100 million, right? 100 million. Some of them are making 100 million in a year, but from the moment they wake up to the moment they go sleep, every single moment is dictated by a calendar, right? Someone else, their personal assistant, someone else is deciding every single moment for them and saying, you know what, you got to go here, you got to fly there, you got to have this meeting, you got to do that. It doesn't matter how tired you are. It doesn't matter how sick you are or what's going on in your family. You have things to do. Yes, you are worth 100 million, but we determine your time. So the same studies has determined that someone with $1 million or 2 million or $5 million net worth who's able to dictate what they do with their time has often shown that they are way more happy. Now you might say, man, I don't care about that kind of happiness, just give me the 100 million. But here's the thing, the kicker, and this is why you have to get the skill of trading. The kicker is that in those really exceptionally ultra wealthy people, they discovered a lot of bodily illness and disease because stress is a killer. So the best thing you can do with the skill of trading that you're trying to do, right, is to control your time. Now here's what's gonna be hard on some of you. What you sow, you will reap. If you want to get back some time, guess what you have to sow? Time. You're going to invest time. There's going to be a money commitment as well, but you're going to have to invest time, right, into studying this craft. And it's going to be a tremendous amount of time. Someone comment, #time, if you're still with me. There's 17 people on the stream. Let's make sure we are engaged. Time. You don't understand something? Give it more time. Right? You haven't gotten the trading thing yet. What coach is saying doesn't make sense. You've been in 3 or 4 classes. Guess what? Give it some time. Invest some of that time. Because the highest dividend that money pays you is the ability to control your time. But before you can get there, you have to invest time and money. What you sow, you will reap. You want more money? Invest money. Get the education. Get the course. Right? Learn from us. You want more time? Invest time. Study the material. Go through all the classes. Come to the live sessions and go through all the classes multiple times. If it was good enough for me, it will be good enough for you. Right? Time. Thank you. Mr. Wells says, so true. Living example here. Mr. Dames says, time. Yes, time and learn more about it. Absolutely. Let's move on. We got 2 more left. Number 4. So again, this is quotes from the book Psychology of Money by Mr. Morgan Housel. And it's a very good book, right? You don't have to be money-minded to like this book. There's very good information in there. So financial success is not hard science. It's a soft skill where how you behave is more important than what you know. This one's going to hit home. You see, what's important here is it's not about all the knowledge you've acquired. Oftentimes, there's this belief that the reason people are wealthy is because somehow they've been given that money or they just have superior knowledge. But studies have shown, the truth have shown, and you can go and Google this after the session, that most people who are wealthy come from nothing. Come from having less than, listen to this, less than you currently have right now. They come from less than you currently have now. It's not hard science, it's a soft skill. Now, one of those soft skills that you can learn is the skill of trading, right? And guess what's important in trading? How you behave is more important than what you know, right? So in other words, do you follow your trading plan? Do you follow what you've been taught? Or do you find yourself consistently going back to those old habits? Some of us are stress eaters. Yeah, I said it. Times get tough, you eat more, right? Some of us are stress buyers. When you aren't where you want to be, when you don't have what you want to have, guess what you do? You spend money on the things that don't matter. Wealth is about what you didn't spend, what you forgone. Let me make an example. How is it that when you go to the hood, as they call it, or you go to the low income areas, How is it that at those places people dress the best? How is it that they are wearing the Nikes, the Jordans, the New Balances, the Armanis, the Gucci's? How is it that those people are doing that? Is because it's a psychological thing. You spend because you want some type of short term. You want to feel good in the short term. Now, some of us on this call are thinking, man, I don't spend on that. I don't spend on that, so I'm okay. No, you're not. What do you spend on? I find it so interesting that so many people can give so much money away to the market. We've all been there to a degree. Give me an 8 in the chat if you agree with what I'm about to say. We'll throw so much money at the market, hoping that we'll make some money. But if somebody says, hey, invest in your education, or hey, buy this course and study with us, you're like, nah, man, that's too much. That's too much. I'll give 20,000 US to the market, but don't you dare ask me for 10,000 for education, or 6,000 for education, or even 500 for education. I'd rather give it to the market. Let me give some more to the banker. Right? They need my money. This is a psychological issue. It's a soft skill. It's not the more you know, right? You probably have enough. You just need to apply that knowledge, right? And have someone teach you how to apply. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Darian. Thank you, right? It's important that you understand that the principles that lead to success isn't something up in the air. It isn't some far-fetched idea that you can never attain. You just need the right people by your side, pointing you in the right direction, and you need to apply it. Just get on that horse and start riding, right? Now, I've only gotten like 3 8s. Here's 19 people on this call, sometimes 20. You either lying to yourself or you're not prepared to face this hard truth, right? I need more 8s in the chat. It's easier to give money away to things that don't matter than it is to give to things that do, right? Last one. Quote number 5, and we're going to call it a day on this one. There are many things never worth risking, no matter the potential gain. There are many things, I'm sitting up for this one, never worth risking, no matter the potential gain. I'm going to hit you hard with the next statement. Say one more time, 3 times. There are many things never worth risking, no matter the potential gain. Let me make an example. If you want to be, and I want everyone to comment on this in the chat quickly. If the opportunity was given to you to become a billionaire, a dollar billionaire tomorrow, no strings attached, would you take it? Just give me a yes or no in the chat. Dollar billionaire tomorrow, no strings attached. Let's be honest. Give me a yes or no. You might be thinking this is obvious, but I'm going somewhere with this. Right? I'm waiting for your answer. I'm going to bring it home now. Now, while you're answering that, let me also ask you, thank you, Phil. Let me also ask you this particular question. What if I told you that you can be a billionaire, but the only thing that you have to sign and agree to is that if you become a billionaire tomorrow, the day thereafter, you're going to die? Does the deal still sound good? So you're still getting the billion, which is something you've been wishing for and wanting. You're still getting the money. But all of a sudden, when I say, listen, we're going to take your life the next day, or you're going to fall really ill the next day, or you're going to lose your loved ones the next day, are you still willing to do that? Mr. Wall says, no, it's not worth it. Absolutely not. It's not worth it. The reason it's not worth it is it doesn't matter how much wealth someone offers you. In the relation to your health, your family, and the people you love, right? It's not worth it. Somebody says, which is why I said no the first time. Okay, you're smart, right? You're smart. So it doesn't matter how much, because there's certain things that are worth much more. There are certain things that are worth much more. Now, let me twist it a little bit for you all. What are you giving up when you are not prepared to study the skill of trading? What are you giving up when you are not prepared to invest in your trading? What are you giving up when you are not backtesting, when you are not following your trading plan, when you are not doing the things that you were educated to do, when you are over risking on your trading account? When you keep loading your account with more money and more money and more money and still seeing the same results, what are you giving up? Let me tell you what you are giving up. I'll tell you what you're giving up. You're giving up the future of your kids. Because if they had a disciplined father or disciplined mother, their journey in life would be a lot easier. Let me tell you what you're giving up. You're giving up the ability to have the free time you so earnestly and eagerly desire. Let me tell you what you're giving up. You're giving up the opportunity of your neighborhood being blessed by some philanthropist, which is you. This is what you're giving up. When you don't want to backtest and you don't want to study and you don't want to put in the work and you keep complaining and you have a complaining mindset and idea, what you're giving up is you're giving up your future, but nobody's going to show it to you but us. It's the psychology of money. We are so ingrained in getting the short term wins that we are losing the bigger picture. It's not get rich quickly, it's get rich slowly. Get wealthy, let me change that. Get wealthy slowly over a period of time. Some of you are feeling like, but I don't have so much time. I'm older now. I don't have the time to actually do this. It's that kind of thinking that's going to extend the time it will take for you to actually get this. What are you going to do about it today? If you guys are listening to me on the stream today and you're finding value, give me a 9 in the chat. Thank you, Sikalela. Thank you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Guys, it's not worth giving up all these things. And I'm sure if you sat down and thought about it even more, then you'll find some more things. So here's my homework assignment for everyone on this call today. Instead of just making a note about what is your why and why you invested in your education, why you joined the Connect Trade and Grow group, why you're trying to learn to trade, instead of doing that, I want you to write down what you will be foregoing or giving up when you don't follow the process. I want you to write there, I'll never get that car. I'll never move into that neighborhood. I'll never have enough for my kids' college funds. I'll never leave an inheritance for my children's children. I'll never have free time. I'll never be able to quit working. I'll never be able to sleep at peace at night knowing that all my bills are covered and I'm okay for the rest of my life. I'll always live where I am. I'll always eat at the same places. These are the things I want you to write down. Why? Is it to be negative? No. It's time to decide that in order for us to fix the trading thing, we must also fix the psychology thing. We must also fix the mind thing. The battle is in your mind. The fight is in your head. That's why the three-pronged approach is mindset, multiplication, and management. We can't get you to manage well if you don't think well. Albert Einstein said you cannot fix the problem with the same mind that created it. You need to have a mind transplant. Something needs to change. Something needs to change today. So in the chat, I know I've been quite hard on you. I've been quite hard on everybody here today. And I know I didn't go over charts and stuff because this is fixing the trading thing. And it's my understanding of coaching thousands of people that the cornerstone of fixing that trading thing is fixing the trader, which is you. So if you're ready to make a change, just give me in the chat, hashtag I'm changing. Hashtag I'm changing. Yeah. Everybody always tells you to make a vision board. They tell you to write down your goals and your purposes, which is good. You should be doing that. They tell you to to say, where do you want to be in 5 years? We tell kids to say, where do you want to be in 10 years? Right? What is your ambitions? What's your goals? What is that? But what we don't say is, what we don't do is write down where we will be if we don't change. Sometimes we need to look at it at a different perspective. Phil says, renewing my mind daily. Yes. Cast down everything that raises itself up against the knowledge of God. Take captive every thought and imagination that is against you, that is against the purposes of God in your life. Take it all captive. I want you to write down what will stay the same, what will be your result if you don't change. And then if you can, put it on the PC in front of you. Check it, put it as a daily reminder and alarm. When you wake up in the morning, maybe it's a note that says, hey, you got to do better today if you want to be better tomorrow. Right? Hey, Chadwin, don't do the same things you did yesterday, which will get the same result. So, it's been fixing the trading thing with Chadwin. Coach Chadwin today. Coach Brian's off today. He's got some things to do. I hope that you guys have found some value, right? And if you want to go and look into some of the more of the things that we were doing in terms of the charts, go and look at Tuesday's stream, yesterday's stream. Go and look at what the market has been doing. We've hit targets on NAS. We are on the way to hit targets on some of the other instruments as well. So go and have a look at that. But this has been fixing the trading thing. And my goal today with everyone was to bring you the stark reality. It's time to do things the right way. Stop investing in the bank, throwing money in the banker's account, right? Stop investing in just throwing money away at the actual market. Start investing in your education, right? Start investing in things that actually matter. Invest your time. Decide, doesn't matter how hard it is now, you're going to put in the time to make it better. Stop investing in being frustrated. Get over that. Adopt a positive attitude and see how it will benefit you. Now, to all of our students, we've got a good class planned for you guys later today. I'm excited. So please bring your charts. We're going to discuss it as well. Please bring your questions. To my newbies, especially if you are new, please bring your questions. All of those things, we're going to delve deep in it. And by the end of today, we are certainly, both in our minds, but also in our technical ability, going to fix the trading thing. It's been Coach Chadwin. This has been a good session. We've gone just about 33 minutes with the actual break in the beginning. But I hope you guys have found tremendous value. You guys be blessed on purpose. Mindset, multiplication, and management. You know how we do things here. Simpler, better, faster. Love you all. Be blessed on purpose.